Nailed it!
And we are live, and thank you for tuning in to Geek.io. We'll see you next
And
time.
see you all next time. Bye for now. No. You know what? I've done this before, I swear. I've done it before. Done it before. Done
Yeah.
it before. Alright.
I'm just glad we didn't get halfway through the show and you just barely see it.
I'm glad I have it open like there, and then I'm on this side of the screen and I have it open there, and it's like, oh, there's a big red button there. I wonder why. Green button. That's it. Alright. It now begins in 3.
For real.
Warning. Listener caution is advised. The following broadcast contains bad language and bad grammar and probably bad spelling, which is frankly an achievement for audio content.
You are listening to a podcast of the Geek.io Media Network. For all of our shows and more, visit geek-io.net. And to help support the network, head over to patreon.com/geekio.
Did you know you can listen to the recording of this podcast live as it happens? Visit tunein.alphageekradio.com to learn how.
Mobile audio stream enabled at tunein.alphageekradio.com. Chat room enabled at geek-io.net/live. Geek.io initialized.
We're geeking out across the globe, so tuck in and hold on to your butts. It's time for the Geek.io show.
Geek.io, put geek in and geek out.
This is the Geek.io show! Episode number 150. Your weekly dose of geeky goodness. Episode recorded on Friday, the 29th of April, 2016. CT Boat is out this week. I am Dale Campbell, holding down the fort.
And here, it's Thursday, April 28th, 2016, because I'm not in the future. But I can sing too. I'm Jared Azevedo.
And I am not Future Boy Dale, I am Raul Garza.
Oh, hey, can we have another...
Whose
another
hair looks great tonight. Your hair is balling, Raul. I love it.
Thank you. I had to trim it down a little bit.
Trim it down a little bit?
Suits you. Looks nice.
There you go.
Thank you.
Haircut, geek out.
It's been a long time since I've had a real haircut.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just get the shears now, and it's gone.
We used to do home hairdressing. Unfortunately, I nearly had my ear chopped off, so that's why I don't do my own hair at home.
But I have a thing, like, I usually let it grow out because I don't like getting my hair cut because I can't do anything. I have to sit still. I'm like a 5-year-old. I can't sit still for very long. I can't look at my phone. I can't listen to music. I can't do anything. So I'm just there, like...
It's really a hostile environment, isn't it?
Yeah, they strap you down and throw a thing around your neck.
I don't know what hairdressing is like in America, but they don't do that here. They don't literally buckle you in.
No, they don't literally buckle you in.
Damn
They're trying to be funny.
My vision has been ruined. Ruined, I tell you.
It's not how we do haircuts in America.
Don't you like grab sheep shearers and do it in the back of your paddock?
Oh yeah.
That's what they do here. How is everyone? It's been a while since we've just sat down, just the three of us.
I know. It's nice, peaceful, quiet. I don't know.
Yeah.
My day started at 4 a.m., but I don't know if we want to get into that or not.
Yep, sure. I mean, there's no format. I mean, it's just us.
So at work, I work for a company that our systems do nightly trading, as in funds and money, lots of money moving around. And we have an on-call rotation in the IT department, and I'm currently on call. And last night, I was on and watched the trading, watched all the messages go through, and everything was fine. It was fine. All the trading was done. So I went to bed. And then at 11:30, an alarm went off saying that the participant website was down. It happens from time to time. Sometimes it's just timing out. So I switched it to vibrate so it didn't wake up Katie, and laid back down. And sure enough, 5 minutes later, another message came through saying everything's fine. Cool. So I set the phone on the floor, and at some point in the night, a pillow fell on top of it. And then I woke up at 4 a.m. 4 a.m. to the phone ringing, which I thought was weird. And I picked it up, and it was a 1-800 number. I was like, oh, that must just be some weird number calling. That must be a mistake. So I ignored it. And 5 minutes later, the number called back again. I was like, what is going on? So I waited, and it went to voicemail or whatever. They never left a message. But then I looked, and I had 16 missed calls and 53 messages. And then suddenly I was very much awake.
Good morning.
Like, oh crap. Luckily the messages were kind of just, the site's down, the site's back up, the site's down, the site's back up, the site is down, the site's back up, the site is down, the site is down, the site is down, the site's back up, the site is down. Just over and over and over again.
All that's automated text?
Yeah, it was all automated stuff. There was no people calling me at between 1 and 4 a.m. This was just the system sending messages out. And then the system calling me after I guess I didn't respond to the messages after 3 hours.
Yeah, that's the one thing. I know I can get a better job if I go to somewhere that has on-call tech support, but no, I enjoy my weekends.
Well, normally it's pretty quiet, and like I said, trading was done, so these messages, they weren't mission critical. Like, if something goes wrong with trading, you can mean, like, the company loses hundreds of thousands of dollars, and we lose our credibility and go out of business, so it's kind of important that happens like it's supposed to. And that happened, so I wasn't too worried about these messages, but still, waking up at 4 a.m. to 16 missed calls and 53 emails is a little panic-inducing.
Yeah,
so we got up, checked everything, and sure enough, the web server wasn't responding, so I bounced it to try and refresh everything, and got to starting services and just hung there. Okay, well, that's the extent of my knowledge. Time to call up the supervisor at 4:30 a.m.
Oh, that must have been a great phone call.
Well, no, I called him. He's like, hey. I was like, hey, you're awfully chipper for 4:30 a.m. Were you asleep? He's like, not completely. Okay. Well, anyway, here's what's going on. So he hopped on, checked everything. It's like, I don't see anything wrong. I don't know why it's not responding, but I can't get into the database. So then he called the database administrator at 4:45. Now we got 3 people up. Because, people are going to start coming into work at 7, and we got to get this back up before then. So he started looking in, and eventually, I couldn't do anything else. So I went ahead and went in at like 6:30-ish, because what else was I going to do? And,
you're already...
Eventually the DBA's like, I don't know what's going on, but I've collected all this data, so maybe we can research and see what happened. And he eventually rebooted the database server, which is an Oracle server, which rebooting an Oracle server just never happens. Like, you're never, ever supposed to do that. So this was very weird. But once that came back up, everything was fine.
It's like one of those that you're praying that it comes back up.
Yeah. But it was just like, it's like, wow, I went on call last night, and already the fun has begun. So I'm hoping the rest of this week will not be too bad.
Well, we're coming into the weekend, so hopefully.
Hopefully it's supposed to be real quiet, but it was an exciting morning.
Hopefully.
I'm a little sleepy, but I'll hang with you as long as I can.
So you're a system admin, right? Like
I'm a software developer, which is why the extent of my knowledge, doesn't go beyond bouncing the web server to get things going again.
Okay, you have to contact.
I definitely do not reboot the database server. I could, but I don't, unless
unless
it's
it's like the last
and
thing.
No one else is available. Like, the DBA is the only guy who should ever do that.
Yes.
So I would call and wake him up if that was the case, but I didn't.
This isn't your first time being on call, right?
Oh, no. I've been here over 3 years, and we have a rotation. So
okay,
I'm on
yeah,
call
buddy of
once
mine
every 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah, a buddy of mine's on call like every other weekend, and they call him. It's supposed to be emergencies only. Emergencies only, just that. Nope, they call him to turn a monitor on.
Oh no, really?
Well,
To turn
the
a
cable's
monitor?
unplugged. Yeah, the plug comes loose from the back of the monitor.
Why is my computer not turning on?
Yeah,
About the worst
I've
ones
got.
I get is, I reset my password this morning and I forgot and now I'm locked out.
I don't know
Yeah.
what.
It's like, wait 30 minutes and the lock will reset and you can try again. Leave me alone.
I'll go back.
Remember your passwords, dang it.
How'd you get this number?
Well, it's like the people doing the trading, so, They're like, I can't log in to do trading.
You want to hear a real brain scratcher? I had someone ask to disable the two-sided printing on a printer to save paper.
Wait, disable it to save paper?
Yes.
Okay.
I had a fun one. I had a request to change a drop-down item from correction to mistake of fact. So I went to the drop-down and I updated the code to change it from correction to mistake of fact. And then I handed it over to the person and say, hey, it's done. You go check it out and test it. And if it looks good, I'll deploy it to production. Okay. Get an email back. I can't find correction in the drop-down list. So I went back to the ticket. I was like, okay, it says change from correction to mistake of fact. So it's like, well, the ticket says you wanted me to change it, so it's definitely not going to be in the drop-down anymore.
Oh.
That was my favorite.
No.
And I kind of feel bad for this one. I'm there's some users that want to stay at the table or at the desk, and you walk them through it because they want to do it themselves if it happens again. I'm explaining it to a user. Okay, just put the mouse right there, and I'm pointing at it with my finger. They pick up the mouse and they put it on the screen.
Wow.
What?
And they wonder why I drink.
That's why we have copious amounts of donkey punches.
So that's why all that tequila's in Raul's drawer.
Yeah. Yes. I don't work in IT, so I don't have any tales like that.
But you've worked in customer service.
Yeah, you work in customer service, which I'm sure you have plenty of fun stories.
Grocery store.
Where are the avocados? I can't find them.
Funny you mentioned.
Is this organic?
No, it says right there. But anyway, funny you mentioned avocados. One of the supermarket chains is getting dragged through hot water for rotten avocados. So they've hit back. Apparently, someone reposted a same picture from someone else in 2014. The identical photo. And they wanted a refund for rotten avocados, but it's the same picture from 2 years ago. Supermarket's just like, yeah, that's not happening.
This is the internet age, right? We can look stuff up.
Yeah, but a multinational, corporation doing that research on Facebook, of all things.
Classy.
But anyway, let's actually tell you more about what we've been doing in the geek world rather than our boring real lives world by playing a bumper that goes something.
I've got one last thing.
Wait, hold that bumper. Hold that bumper.
Hold the bumper. One little thing just happened this week.
Okay.
Tuesday, I turned 29, 1 year from 30.
Yay! I mean, but yeah,
I didn't know you were that much younger than me. You're making me feel old.
Happy birthday, man! Actually.
Yeah, thank you.
Happy birthday, Raul. And 1 week from Saturday, I'll be 33.
You're not that much older. You're not that much older than I am.
I know.
And I'm 14. So we'll move on.
Quiet, Dale.
Liar.
Not
Nah,
that.
just I had interesting birthday. I had to go back to my hometown, which is about 40 miles south of me.
Wow.
On the way, and then we went to go pick up a truck another 40 miles, like close to the Mexican border. And in my hometown, we're going by my mom's house, and we see a house on fire.
What?
Literally, like flames coming out on the same street as my mom's house.
Wow.
And
That's
then
not
like, yeah, and it's like, fire department didn't get there till like an hour later because they had to come out from another city.
Oh, wow.
I get the update from it, and it's like, the house is completely gone, just the brick standing, and it took out a car.
Jeez.
Wow. Wow. Like, no one went out into the street and called, like, 911 or something? Like...
No.
Well, they did. They just had to come from a town 50 miles away. So don't build your house in the middle of nowhere, because if it catches on fire, there's no one there to put it out.
Yeah, nowhere has more people than the town that I come from.
Yeah, in the middle of nowhere, they're about 15 miles past that.
Yeah.
15 miles past. Moral of the story, everyone just build their houses right beside the fire. Yeah. So they can at least just reach the hose and put it out, so there's no travel time. But, yeah. Anything
Bumper
else?
time.
Now you can play that bumper. You can bump that bumper.
White boy.
Gadgets, games, and gizmos.
Yes, I just called myself a white boy.
You are a white boy. So you can call yourself that if you want to.
Anyway, this is Gadgets, Games, and Gizmos. We're not doing anything really official with this. We're just, it's a chill show. I just thought I'd play the bumper because it's been like years since I've heard that bumper.
It's a good bumper.
It's a good
I like
bumper.
the pew-pews.
Was that bumper the first thing you recorded, Jazz?
Probably not, but maybe.
To the box! So I want to go last because that's always fun. Ra, what have you been up to?
Okay, I've been up to playing a lot of Hearthstone.
A lot of Hearthstone?
A lot of Hearthstone. Whispers of the Old Gods, which is their new expansion, which introduces 134 new cards, and also created a new playstyle called Standard, which Standard, it's only the current year and the previous year's sets and adventures that have come out already. So with them doing that, they made Standard, and then they made Wild, where everything is legal. So right now, one expansion and one adventure, you can't use it in the Standard format, and that's made for some very interesting decks to come out.
Yeah.
They were having a sale, and I'm like, it comes out on my birthday, I might as well buy myself a birthday present. So they had 50 packs for $50, so $1 each.
What?
Nice.
Yeah, and each pack holds 5, so I got about 75% of all the cards.
Yeah, minus duplicates and what have you.
Yeah, and I also got like 3 legendaries, but enough dust to like fill out like the rest of the commons and uncommons that I didn't get. But yeah, after 50 packs, I got like over 700 dust, so which you can use to make more cards, to make the cards that you need. I've been actually streaming. I think I streamed 2 or 3 times this week.
Wow.
I've been
Twitch.tv/geekio.
/TechieGamer. I've been doing it under mine.
Oh. Don't let CJ know.
Right?
Wait, he
So
probably listens to this.
I
Put that in
try
post.
and split it. I try and split between my own channel and also the Geek.io channel, which I do have Enter the Gungeon. It's not dungeon, it's Gungeon with a G.
Go on. You have
Yes.
my attention.
You shoot bullets that the enemies are bullets that shoot bullets at you.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Your bullet
It's
shoots
like-
bullets?
Yeah, it's like these little walking bullets that you have to kill, but they're also shooting at you at the same time. You have little bullets, and then you have ones that look like shotgun shells. It's a permadeath roguelike. So kind of like Binding of Isaac,
Oh, okay.
where it's got the twin stick shooter kind of feel.
Ah.
Which I'm probably gonna play that on stream. Like I was testing it last night, but I'm like, it's already 10:30 and I'm probably gonna fall asleep, so I just called it a night there. But yeah, I've been playing around. Well, after the recording incident I had last week with Rocket League, because I was recording at too high of a quality, and I wasn't downscaling it.
For the record, it doesn't happen on the Geek.io show that often.
We're recording it too high. It was
Yeah.
too good.
Yeah, and I was getting a lot of skipping, so on my Hearthstone streams, I'm actually recording it and then editing it in Adobe Premium, or not Premium, Premiere. And I really like that program. I might even pick it up
2 seconds.
because the workflow is just so well in that program.
I've heard about Premiere. I want to use Premiere, but I don't do enough video stuff.
Yeah, I mean, they have the monthly subscription, which I think you have to. I think you sign up for a year and it's $20 a month, but if you go the monthly, it's $30 a month.
Yeah.
And I think the whole year is like $2 something.
Yeah.
But I miss the days of like, I want that software. How much is it? $19.99 a month. How much is that software just for a license? $10,000.
Pretty much.
Holy jeez.
Right? It's like you can have a lifetime license, but it's that much, or you could just pay a little bit here each month.
Oh.
That's why I don't like the new Office 365.
Okay, 365. No one's actually asked me for my opinion on 365. I don't mind 365, to be completely fair.
But you have to pay each month, don't you?
Yeah. And?
I was unaware of this. I think I'm on 2015 or 2013.
13, yeah, probably. I think
Office 365 is good. I like 365. I like the fact that it's monthly.
and it stores all your stuff, right? Like automatically to the cloud, right?
Yes. Well, if
You have
you
your
that way.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, 2013.
yeah, Google Docs does the exact same thing, but you need an internet connection to work.
Well, I suppose you do that for Office 365.
Yeah.
Well. But, and it goes to OneDrive, which I'm not really a huge fan of OneDrive, if I'm going to be completely honest. That's just me. It's not really a platform I've gotten into, so I can't really comment on that. But I like.
You can't
I
save
like
locally at all?
What was that?
You can't save locally at all? It has to go to OneDrive?
No, you can save locally as well, but it
Oh,
automatically
okay.
it
automatically syncs. Gotcha.
Yeah. So you can do both. So yeah, and it's not all up in the cloud, thank God. And if they do that, by the way, which it's looking like they will go that direction, I'm gonna have to consider just using Google Docs all the time and saving locally that way because I don't want everything to be available in the cloud. I want a local copy. That's why I have an external hard drive for that reason. So I have everything locally as well as up.
Well,
in the
I mean, if it's up in the cloud, that means that they have backups. I mean, if you accidentally delete something, you can actually go back and get it.
Yeah, but that's why I like the two separate,
Oh,
local.
using it as an actual backup.
Yeah, as an actual backup. A physical. Hang on, I can do this. Like a physical, backup.
Yeah, talking about backups, I've got a story about the incorrect way to do a backup.
Okay. A tutorial.
Yes.
Tutorial.
Yeah, tutorial. This is how you don't do it. You do not network I believe it was a 2 terabyte external hard drive to a computer. Network it, share it on the network, then move pictures, video, all that stuff to it, and then delete the local copies off your PC.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
that's a bad
confused.
idea.
No, okay. So they set up a computer.
Uh-huh.
They pretty much made an FTP server, a NAS, a network attached server.
Mm-hmm.
Storage device. Sorry.
Storage. Yeah.
Storage. Yeah. So they were all sending their files to this one drive. Yes. And they would just, to save space, they would delete it off their local machines. So one morning they come in and they're hearing this clicking noise. They're like, "What is that clicking noise?"
Oh,
I want.
no.
Yes. The click of death. And this thing had like 2 years of work in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no.
And we get it, and like, there's nothing we can do. They're talking about sending it to a data recovery center, and they charge about $2,000 a gig. $2,000 a gig.
Okay.
I don't know if it's gone up or.
gig?
I
For
think
what
so.
now?
Well, for data recovery.
And it's 2 terabytes.
That face though, I want to go back. That's our thumbnail, by the way.
Or is that high? Is that high for data?
That seems pretty high.
No, I mean for like taking the platters out and actually pulling data
like
off
actually
of them.
disassembling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Naturally pulling it apart.
I mean, if it was just like something we could have done in the shop with software or something, we would have done that. But this was like it had to be just pulled apart.
No one is going.
Yeah, it's
Overdrive.
there's the blue screen of death, and then there's the click of death, which when you hear that, you just.
I'm very familiar with it.
And that's the problem with the
Sound you never
mechanical
wanna hear.
drives. Yeah.
Yeah. Solid state is
Especially-
where it's at.
Yep. Especially on that one computer that just does one thing, and you don't have the software for it anymore. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
It's
we don't
so
wanna do that.
old, so antiquated that no one is allowed to see it, but then it just goes
No
out.
one's allowed to see it. You cannot touch it. You cannot breathe on it. We just keep our fingers crossed that it keeps running.
Yeah, you must wear gloves while you're around it. Treat it like royalty.
Turn off your phone, everything.
Yeah, you don't want.
Gently.
You don't want mobile phone radiation coming off onto it. Ooh.
All right, that's everything that I've been doing the past week. What have you been
All right.
doing, Jazz?
Me? I don't have a whole lot of interesting things to talk about because most of my free time is spent watching shows for Small Screen Spoiler Show. So go tune into that if you want to hear an in-depth discussion of what I've been watching. But I did watch the Peanuts movie, the new one with Bella. And are either of you Peanuts fans, like the classic Charlie Brown stuff?
Yes.
Anyone at all? Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're a fan of the classic stuff, it is really, really true to the like classic stuff. Like they didn't really, as far as how the storytelling's done and the heart of it, they didn't really change. They didn't modernize it, I guess is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Like it's
So
very classic Peanuts in the storytelling, and it's like, it's really simple. It's really, like heartwarming. It was a nice movie. In this world where we have all the Breaking Bads and the Jessica Jones and the other dark things, it was nice to just have this nice, sweet, and even Zootopia, where it's a great movie, but there's still a darkness to it. It's just a nice, sweet movie. It's just nice. And the animation is really, really interesting.
And then you went back to Daredevil, and then everything went downhill from there.
because it's kind of a 3D movie, but it's not, right? It's like a 3D animated movie.
Yeah, it's CGI'd, but it's I don't know. It's an interesting look. Like it's like they took the cartoons that are really simple drawn shapes and stuff, and like 3D'd them, and it works. It's hard to explain, but it was really interesting to look at. It has like these really rich backgrounds with these like simple 3D animated characters on top of them. But I don't know. I really liked it. The kids enjoyed it, which is hard to find a kids movie these days because Bella hates anything with conflict.
Oh, really?
This is mild conflict.
Why are they fighting?
I know. It's like they're fighting. Turn it off. Turn it off. I don't want to watch anymore. It'll be okay. They'll work it out. And this is a Disney movie. The good guys always win. Don't worry. You have to coach her through movies.
Is the Peanuts Disney?
No, it's Blue Sky. So the people who do the Ice Age movies and the Rio movies. That animation.
I would actually like to watch a Disney movie where it doesn't end the good win and the bad loses.
Yeah.
Like that, kind of like the gray ending. I don't know if there's
The
a movie
gray
like
ending.
that.
I don't think Disney will ever. Well, not like classic Disney animation type stuff will ever do that. But
Pirates of the Caribbean, maybe, right?
Yeah. And I'm sure the Marvel stuff has,
Oh, yeah, the Marvel stuff for sure. Maybe.
has stuff here and there.
Well, that's not
Jessica
Disney.
Jones.
Disney.
Well, I guess that one did end kind of happy, but man, that show's dark. Sorry,
They've already confirmed the second season, right?
Oh yeah. I think they've started filming it. They started filming Luke Cage, and I think they're starting Iron Fist soon, and then they're gonna be filming Defenders while they're filming Iron Fist, something like that. I don't know. They've got a whole bunch of stuff coming. It's all coming at once. Season 2 of Jessica Jones, Season 1 of Luke Cage, Season 1 of Iron Fist, and then the Defenders at some point in there.
Yeah, I started watching. I only saw the first episode of Daredevil on Netflix. A couple weeks ago, my friends were watching Season 2. I think I saw the second and third episode where he meets the Punisher. And then I'm like, damn, now I need to go back and watch the first season. And I'm about halfway.
Good, because Kingpin. It's funny, for me and CJ both, we're not huge Matt Murdock fans, so Daredevil we don't. I mean, I like Daredevil more than he does, but the villains are so much more interesting on Daredevil than Daredevil is. I like Kingpin and I like Punisher more than I like Daredevil, because they're just really, really interesting. And I like Daredevil too. I don't hate Daredevil.
I don't know what
interesting.
What is about Kingpin in that one. For some reason, I don't like the actor. I don't know what it is about him.
Vincent D'Onofrio, he's one of my favorites.
Yeah, I mean, probably because where I know him from is Law and Order.
Yeah.
Where he
Men in
just
Black.
Men in Black.
Yeah, the first one. He was the villain.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Edgar.
Yes. Yeah, Edgar.
Didn't realize that.
He was definitely a punk in Jurassic World. He was annoying in that, but he was supposed to be, so I guess he did his job.
Yeah. And that ended well. for him.
He did get what he deserved, I guess. But so yeah, Peanuts movie. If you liked Peanuts, if you're a Peanuts fan of the classic stuff, you will love this movie. It's if you're just wanting to watch something just to kind of relax, chill your brain, and you'll feel good at the end and not feel too challenged emotionally, but just have a nice, enjoying movie where, it gives you hope in the world instead of all this darkness. And go watch the Peanuts movie. And if you like interesting animation, the animation is just really cool looking in that movie. I really liked it. I dug it. It was weird, but it was nice to see something different.
What would you say if they were to remake the Christmas Charlie Brown in this style?
I would watch it. I mean, the Charlie Brown Christmas is one of the ones I have to watch every year. It's probably like my second or third favorite. It's up there with, the Grinch. The animated, not the Jim Carrey thing.
Oh, no. That movie hasn't aged well. I found out last year. It hasn't at all. It hasn't.
But the original one has.
Yes.
Oh, the original one's still great. Like, I showed it to Bella for the first time last year, and she watched it probably 20 times. Just over and over and over again. The whole season.
It's a simple, to-the-point story.
And it's just so perfectly done, because Chuck Jones is a brilliant director, animator guy. And all the voice work in there is just spot on. Plus that song. Well, all the songs in there. The Who song and the Grinch song.
A Tito score for Peanuts?
Tito score for Peanuts. I'll give it 8.
Wow.
8.
I just checked
it's not
the
one that
age.
you're going to want to watch over and over again, but it's really well done, and it's just a nice story. It's nice to see something nice.
Yes.
A refresher.
Yeah. I just checked the age of How the Grinch Stole Christmas. It's 50 years this year.
Holy, really? Jeez.
1966.
Jeez. Wow. Watching part 50th anniversary of The Grinch. We got to do that for Christmas.
Yes.
I'm down.
I'm down. We're doing a review of a good movie. This is not possible.
Would we do rent and review, or would we do Geek.io watches?
Oh, Geek.io watches.
Oh,
there you go.
Watches
they
Christmas.
have the new. It's not. I don't think it's on Netflix, but they have that new Netflix thing where you can sync up in Chrome or whatever.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it's not on Netflix, so that won't work.
Oh, okay. What about like the Grinch and the Charlie Brown Christmas? Because I think all that's what, like 2 hours?
No, they're 30 minutes each, so that would be an hour.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
They're half-hour specials, so they're actually less than 30 minutes. They're like 24 or something like that.
Yeah, so we've got Christmas planned, so mark that on the calendar.
Geek.io Christmas. It'll be super special.
Whipping out for ladies.
You can use that for the teaser, Dale, whenever you put the...
Christmas.
On a very special episode of Geek.io.
CJ. Look that out.
You can use that one too. You're welcome.
Oh, can we use that like next week? Like
on a very special episode of Geek.io. Blink, 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 blink. CJ's away, and the boys are gonna play.
Okay, that's gonna haunt my dreams forever. First of all, second.
Yeah,
how about I just mute my mic? Mute my mic and let just Jazz do promos.
do promos.
Oh, in that voice. After that,
No.
what can I give you a tutorial on how to not back up? You have to do it
With
to
your
like
host, Raul Garza.
You just like record a
I don't
string
know what
of
voice this is. I sound kind of like the guy from Queer Eye.
yes. I'm the host of Queer Eye for a Straight Guy. He sounds
One
like
of
that,
them. I
doesn't
don't know which one. I can't remember. It's been a
Is
long
that show
time.
still going on?
No,
he?
I don't think so.
Got canned like 10 years ago.
Yeah, that show ended,
It was
yeah,
going
like
on
10
when I
years
was-
ago.
It was going on when I was in elementary school. That should tell you how young I am.
Those were good times. That was a great show.
I actually like that show for all the wrong reasons.
I think everyone liked that show for all the wrong reasons.
And it had that theme song. I cannot find that theme song to save my life anywhere.
I don't remember the theme song. I just remember the recipes.
Keep getting better. All right, I won't sing.
All the food stuff was so cool.
Yes.
Fashion stuff, man. The food stuff I loved.
Well, hey, everyone who gets transformed on that show, ironically enough, looks like me in the views of Americans. But anyway.
Right. Well, speaking of being transformed, Dale, what have you been up to? Segue. Nailed it.
Nailed it. That segue was beautiful. I too have not been up to much. I have done a little bit of board game stuff actually lately. I'm playing a few board games. Played the Battlestar Galactica board game the other night with a few friends. And that game is just that game is awesome. Everyone needs to stop what they're doing now, go out and grab a copy of it and start playing it.
Which one was that?
The Battlestar Galactica board game.
I did not know that was a thing.
It's a thing.
What kind of?
I think it's Battlestar Galactica. I think so.
What type of game is it? Like?
It's like it's not really like Battlestar Galactica. It's like.
Is it more like a Warhammer game?
Yeah, we're not.
Where you have your armies and all that.
Yeah, kind of, but with ships and stuff. So kind of like that, and everyone just fights each other. It's not really Battlestar Galactica, so I don't know why they branded it like that. To be completely honest, but it is a bunch of fun, and everyone gets into it. Also played Star Wars X-Wing on Tuesday night with some friends. That's a fun game, by the way.
Is that also tabletop?
X-Wing, yes.
Huh.
And that one's awesome because you have different types of X-Wings and ships that you can control. And it's a 2-phase turn game where one phase you get to move and the other one you can attack if they're within range. And you can get stunned and you can get paralyzed and not move, and it's just a bunch of fun. And controlling different ships, that ups the difficulty slightly. I actually don't mind that game. It's better than a lot of the Star Wars games, to be completely honest. I'm still waiting for my pod racing tabletop game, which I'm never ever gonna get, but still. But no, it is a bunch of fun. I recommend that one more. What else have I been up to? I haven't been up to much. Been rather boring lately. I am getting into writing some things, so that's exciting. I'm writing some scripts and stuff at the moment for an upcoming project of mine that I cannot announce, so I'll tease that one. But it's interesting that I've never had to write scripts before, because most of the stuff I do is rather, improv, and that's the beauty of it. So having to write jokes within a script is kind of like, why the hell am I doing that?
Well, because improv is like more just prompts, right?
Yeah.
The actors have to come up with the actual story.
You get a scenario and kind of the outline of the direction of the scene, and the words, they speak themselves. But having to actually write a script and stick to the script, it's just like you have to write all the jokes in there. It's like this is not gonna, and you have to remember they're a joke too, so you can deliver them with some sort of hilarity. Otherwise, it's just like, and the chicken crossed the road. Oh wait, that was a punchline. Never mind. Let me do that again.
You actually have to write like how do you say this, how to move and all that, right? Or
I haven't gotten to that stage yet. I probably will. Like I'll like kind of code it differently when I get to that stage, but it's just the draft stage at the moment.
oh, okay.
So it's interesting. Script writing is fascinating, and it's just for speaking. It's not for stage movements or anything like that.
Oh, okay.
I'm not doing that part of it. I'm not doing stage movements or anything like that. So that's someone else's job. Please, that's not my job. I just write the content. But no, that's exciting, and I haven't really been up to much. I'm gonna go out and see Civil War before anyone else does.
All of us Americans.
When do you get it?
We got it yesterday. We got it last night. My
Wait,
Captain America.
a whole week before us?
Yep.
Yeah.
It opened for them, 29th. Which it's already the 29th over there. So
yeah,
they got it a week before us.
Uh,
Australia and UK.
In the UK. UK got
Daryl's
it.
already gone to see it.
And he has already spoiled it.
Yeah, he spoiled it. Totally spoiled it. It's ruined. I'm not even gonna go.
Oh.
Well,
Yeah.
He said he said to not believe the hype.
Oh no! Yeah, he did.
Really?
No,
okay.
not quite.
Spoiler. Here's a spoiler.
Well, I mean, if
Batman versus Superman. Continue.
Yeah, he said it's better than Batman versus Superman. So,
well,
you know.
that's not saying much.
Well.
Okay. All right. My thing on Batman Superman is that I enjoyed it. And like the critics have destroyed that movie.
They really have. I haven't seen it, but I can see where they're coming from.
Yeah, I mean, I understand why the critics are mad about it. But all in all, I mean, it's a giant movie, and the audience is split almost 50-50 on if they liked it or they didn't.
Yeah, and we haven't had a movie, like a superhero movie. Well, Man of Steel got canned completely right out of the gate by everyone who ever existed. But
I think Man of Steel had a little more love than this one did.
Not really.
I'm just waiting for Suicide Squad, and we'll see if DC can get their stuff together on the cinematic side.
But
they're doing great on TV.
Yes, they are. I actually.
Except for Arrow. I hate that.
What happened in Arrow?
Nothing. I just don't like Arrow.
Oh.
Tune in to Small Screen Spoiler Show. You'd know that. CJ's making me watch Arrow, and I don't like it.
Doesn't like Arrow. I don't know why.
But The Flash is great.
No, I listen to Small Screen Spoiler Show, and it's still a confusing
and Gotham is sometimes great.
Are you guys still doing Gotham, or has CJ dropped it?
CJ rage quit Gotham, but I'm still watching it and talking about it on the show, trying to convince him to come back. Because like as soon as he left, they started having good episodes again.
And DC should just go with their animated movies because they are amazing.
I've heard good things about those. I haven't watched.
I saw, let's see, Flashpoint, and also Justice League versus the Teen Titans, which is very good.
Okay.
I saw the trailer for Killing Joke that they're doing, and it looks
awesome. Yes. Have you read the story?
Back, so come on.
Yes. Have you ever read the Killing Joke?
No.
Oh, okay.
I read the Wikipedia though.
Oh, okay. So you pretty much have the gist of it.
Yeah, I got the gist of it. I want to see it, all the bits and pieces. Of it, it's one I don't care about spoiling because it's like 10 years old. Probably. I don't know what it is off the top of my head though.
Oh, okay. Anything else, Dale?
No, nothing from me. Nothing from me. Pretty boring. Batman the Killing Joke, 1988. That doesn't sound right. Oh, that's the comic book.
That's the comic.
Yeah. That's the comic that it's based on.
Okay, one-shot graphic novel. My apologies.
Yeah. Oh, 1 second.
Uh-huh. Alrighty. Well, on that note, do we want to take a break or round it out? We're sort of around an hour. Oh. Yes.
Oh,
There you go.
Raul has it.
Raul has it.
Is it the hardback?
Yes.
Wow, look at you.
Wow.
Deluxe edition.
Deluxe. There you go.
So we know
wow.
he's excited about this movie.
Yeah. Well, look at that. You just had that ready? What the...
It's right
like
there.
you-
He's like Tom Merritt. You mentioned it, and he just reaches over and pulls it in front of that.
Stupid flash gun.
He has it at the ready.
And 2 weeks on it.
I always wonder, like, when he grabs stuff, like off camera, you just see like just a mountain or a shelf of all his stuff.
I've
all
always
those
thought
things. He just kind of leans over and comes back
Here's
to
him,
whatever we're talking about.
Here's what we're
It's
talking
like it's like he has no one else in the house that could get him stuff. His dogs are probably trained to get him stuff now, right?
Just listen to key words and just... Oh, is that why he says fetch every time he reaches for something? I'm just kidding. We love Tom Merritt. Shouldn't tag on. We love you, Tom. Please come back. Anyway, with that in mind, do we want to take a break and do a quick bit of news? Let's do it.
Sure. Am I still coming through? My microphone's freaking out.
No, you're still coming through.
Okay.
You muted for a bit, but that's
Yeah, I
about it.
know. It like bumped my blue icicle and everything muted and started crackling. It was weird.
Ooh.
So I'm just gonna leave it sitting there gently because apparently there's a short in my USB B cable.
Ooh, damn.
And
I
hopefully
dropped my
not on the icicle because those are expensive.
Do hands, whatever, all the time. Poor thing, it's probably like, stop knocking me over.
I didn't mean
to. So what will we be hearing during the break, Dale?
Do we want to do a song? I can do a song.
If you're set up for it.
Sure.
No, but I can be. Let's
Or you can
hear
add it in post.
Host.
Phone calls from home. Let's do Breakfast at Tiffany's from their 2011 album, I think. I don't know. But let's do Breakfast at Tiffany's from Phone Call from Home. Let's do that. Song info. 2012 album. I was close. Breakfast at Tiffany's, Phone Calls from Home. We'll be right back.
This podcast is proudly brought to you by you. That's right, you. Over at patreon.com/geekio, where you can help us out with a small monthly donation for as little as $1 a month. Do you know anything that you can buy for $1 a month? I don't. That's right, though. $1 a month. When there's no terms, there's no conditions. $1 per month to help us out to unlock some really, really cool goals. A goal that I personally want to help unlock is the weekly Mana Pool Show, which is a weekly playthrough of D&D 5th edition. It would be really cool if we could do that weekly. And you can help that happen with as little as $1 per month. That's right, $1. $1. There's nothing you can buy with $1 these days. $1 a month would help us out tremendously. Just head on over to patreon.com/geekio to help us out. We thank you, the listeners, for your support and keeping the lights on here at the show.
We got nothing in common, no common ground to stop on. Are we falling apart? You'll say the world has come between us, our lives have come between us, and I know you just don't care. I know you just don't care. And I said, what about breakfast at Tiffany? She said, I think I remember the film that is on call. I think we both kinda liked it. And I said, well, that's the one thing we got. One who knew me. Yeah, your eyes see right through me. I guess that I was wrong. So now it's plain to see we're over. I hate when things are over, but so much is left undone. And I said, what about breakfast at Tiffany? She said, I think I remember the film and this I call. I think we both kinda liked it. And I said, well, that's the one thing we got. You will say we got nothing in common, no common ground to stop on. Are we falling apart? And I said, what about breakfast at Tiffany? She said, I think I remember the film and this I call. I think we both kinda liked it. And I said, well, that's the one thing we got. And I said, what about breakfast at Tiffany? She said, I think I remember the film and this I call. I think we both kinda liked it. And I said, well, that's the one thing we got.
Yes, that was Phone Calls from Home with their rendition of Breakfast at Tiffany's from their 2012 album, not Phone Calls from Home. From their 2012 album, One and Done. Phone Calls from Home. Welcome back. One and Done. Welcome back to the Geek I.O. show. And seeing that we're playing old bumpers, I think this was the probably one of the first bumpers that Jazz actually made for us. I think I found it. Here we go. The first. Probably. It's probably one of the first. Here we go. It's a flashback.
On to the news!
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, that is a fun. I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
You're right.
See,
I think that was the first.
That was probably the first. And it's in the old files. Anyway, moving on to some bit of news, bit of improvised news. Raul, why don't you start us off? With the NX17.
Oh. So I'm looking at the show notes. What?
No. I was.
Wait, is there something I'm supposed to do?
Expansion you've talked about.
Oh, okay. Yes. Nintendo's next console, the NX, which is shrouded in secrecy right now. Release date March 2017. So if you had just bought a Wii U, you've only got about less than 10 months left for it still being relevant? No, 11 months.
11 months.
It's still being relevant. Also on that, the new Legend of Zelda, the open world Legend of Zelda, which everyone thought was going to come out for the Wii U, is going to still come out for the Wii U, but it will also come out same day for the Nintendo NX system. So, same thing they did with Twilight Princess, which they released it for the GameCube, and then they also released it for the Wii.
For the Wii. But did the GameCube version for that game come out first? Or did the Wii version of that game come out
I
first?
believe they came out at the same time.
Okay, that makes sense.
If not, I think they're maybe a few weeks apart.
On and off.
But yeah, I mean, I played the GameCube version and I enjoyed it. Never got into the Wii U version or the Wii version.
I think the Wii version with the different controls, that's probably what turned a lot of people off from that game.
Yeah, the only game I think that the only Zelda that was on the Wii U or on the Wii was, I believe, Skyward Sword, because you needed the extra like $30 connector for the Wiimote to get the fine tuning in.
The Wii extensions.
Yes.
Wee.
Clip that one out.
No, I'm just waiting for Jazz to do it in that voice. That's all I'm ever waiting for.
I see how it is.
And yeah, I mean, also in the Nintendo camp, the next Animal Crossing and Fire Emblem will be coming out for mobile.
Although, is this the first Animal Crossing game to come to mobile? I feel like it's not, but I feel like it is at the same time.
Yes, it is, and it's going to be, I believe they say it's going to actually be a game and not just a social app like how the, what's it called, Mitomo is? Where you can actually make your little character.
That's their mobile app that they have. I haven't played with it.
That's not really a full-fledged game. Yeah.
Yeah, it's more like a
social thing. I don't know. I don't understand it, and like I said, I haven't tried it, so I don't really know.
I mean,
what it does exactly.
Speaking of social, we'll get back to this if we want to, but I want to quickly talk about some of my friends, and enviously, my ex has gotten access to Pokemon Go.
Pokemon Gold?
Go.
Okay.
Go. Yeah, the mobile, you call it like geocaching Pokemon game? Yeah.
I don't know if you ever heard of Google's Ingress.
Yeah. I used to play Ingress.
Same exact concept, but just with Pokemon.
So, and I'm envious, so that he's playing it and I'm not.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah, it is an interesting concept. I mean, you gotta make sure one thing though, you don't get too hung up on it. That's one big thing as well. The same with Ingress. You know, people can get addicted to it. Don't get addicted to Pokemon Go, please.
I mean, hell, it takes one kid running into a street chasing a Pikachu.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh at that.
No. We should get you flipped more often.
It's like, come here, Pikachu, I choose you.
Oh, that's terrible.
And yeah, well, that's the thing, and people need that wake up call. Don't run out in front of vehicles, please. We do not. Here at the Geek Network, we do not condone running after children, running after Pikachus.
Yeah.
It's
like, why has that car been parked out at that school for like the past 3 hours? I'm trying to catch a pocket monster. Oh. I thought mine was bad.
Yeah.
I was just seeing how my Oh, never mind. Pikachu.
Just training up my Pikachu.
I was just training my Pikachu.
That is.
I'm just using my pocket monsters.
Gotta catch them all.
I'm playing with my Pokeballs. Okay, this is getting too far.
You have to stop this now.
I have a Master Ball. Anyway, moving on.
Really? What, is one bigger than the other? I don't.
Okay. We are not talking about this live on the internet. is
You
not
said it.
happening. I know I said it. I am aware that I said it. I'm just not going to talk about that in public. Anyway, moving. I know this is. I know we have a mature bumper for a reason, and I know this is a family show with a mature bumper, but that is just it. We don't talk about my master balls on it. Anyway, moving swiftly along. I just wanted to talk about Pokemon Go because it's getting popular. I want to play it, but I don't know. Have any of you two had any experiences with Pokemon Go?
I didn't know it was a thing until about 10 minutes ago, so no. But I'm intrigued.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm just wondering. I mean, is it going to be I mean, I know you can download the app from anywhere, but like, as we were talking before the show, I live in the middle of nowhere. Are they going to like
So there's no
randomize
trainers
it?
to train with?
Well, I'm pretty sure they are, but this is like forcing nerds out into the sun, and I don't know if that's a good to hinge your entire
Nerds
project.
will do a lot of things for Pokemon.
That is
that
true.
They would normally do.
Yeah,
Get them out there in the sun.
Like in the city I'm in, I'm pretty sure that there are other geeks out there, but we're just so shut in that we don't find each other.
Yeah, I know. The whole DS thing where you leave it on and it like pings of the DS people.
Yeah.
Never happened for me. Never. Not one time. Maybe if you're in a big city like New York or something.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
What the city that you live in isn't big?
Not that big. I mean, I don't even know what our population is these days. Maybe 30,000. Maybe if you go across to Mobile, it's like 200,000. But
Oh, I thought you lived in Mobile.
I work in Mobile. I live across the bay.
Oh, okay.
This is why Jazz has to get up at stupid o'clock to go to work every single morning.
It only takes me 40 minutes. It's not too bad.
Oh man, I hear people talk about the commutes. Oh, it took me 30 minutes or it took me 40 minutes. It takes me about 6 minutes to drive to work.
Yeah, it takes me 10 minutes to walk to work. So I'm not even going to comment on that one.
Oh, shut up. All of you.
Loving your work. Loving your work.
Technically speaking, I live right down from one of the places that I work at because I work at different. I have a central location and then I go to different sites. I can walk like maybe 5 minutes and I can clock in right now.
You won't.
No. Security will probably tase me or something.
Just walk in there. I'm just clocking in. It's cool. Just proving a point. Proving a point.
Yeah.
Clock in, clock out.
They want to know.
Don't worry about me, guys. Don't worry about me.
I'm just returning a computer.
Wow. Just returning a computer. And you have to clock in and out for that? Sure, I do now. But no, we can go back to the Nintendo thing, or we can move on.
What's up next?
Well, we have PlayStation news, because that's always exciting. I just want to give a little bit of love to PlayStation for
Okay.
Not that I have a PlayStation, but it's good to spread the love around. So Sony has unveiled their PS4 figures.
PS4?
Fiscal year ending March 31st, which is weird to see that a fiscal year is ending on March 31st, but anyway. According to Ars Technica, a total of 17.7 million PS4 consoles were shipped, pushing the lifetime total sales of the new console to 40 million. The PlayStation Network alone wrapped roughly 4.9 billion in raw sales in the last fiscal year.
Wow.
That's better than what I expected.
No, I mean they're pushing digital hard. I mean, well, you're not limiting your clientele to, oh, we ran out of copies at the local store, so only 10 people can play it in the whole area.
And it's a wise move on PlayStation's part, because I think they started a push for digital. They really started the PSN kind of push back when they introduced PSN.
Yeah.
But they've really been pushing it hard, and it's actually had benefits for them.
Yeah, I mean, now that they have the PlayStation TV, I believe, the View, I believe is what it's called, where they're trying to get like more companies to sign on so they can actually push TV through the PlayStation. Actually, a vast majority of my games are digital. I mean, I think the last physical copy game that I bought was probably Dragon Quest Heroes. And as soon as I finished playing that, I returned it because I was done with it. But like other games, like I buy digital when I know that I'm not going to go trade them in, like GTA that has an online element, updates regularly.
Yeah.
Fallout 4 I bought digitally, so if I ever want, if the DLC ever goes on sale, I'll pick that up for what, like 10, 15 bucks. And what's the latest game I bought on here? Oh, The Division. The Tom Clancy one by Ubisoft.
That doesn't ring a bell.
It's the
anyway.
Yeah, it's the equivalent to Destiny. Where it's like it's pretty much a third-person shooter with MMO elements. So, I mean, it's got a single-player campaign that you can go through by yourself, but you can also group up with your friends and do certain missions.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I'm really looking forward to see how No Man's Sky does. I'm not going to play it because I don't have a television or a PlayStation 4 for that matter. So I'm really looking forward to see how that goes, though, whether people like it after all the waiting.
Yeah, I was reading an article where I believe it was on, I want to say Destructor, that there's no real story to it, but there's lore.
Okay.
But it's got to be something more than just like, oh, fly around, space battle, land, and try not to get killed.
Which I'm afraid it might turn into after all of the delays and stuff. Like they might try and simplify it a little bit.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate. But no, that's what I have for that one. Jess, do you have anything?
No, you know me in gaming, we don't really.
Well, I just meant any news at all.
Oh, news. No.
No.
I mean, if you want to talk about PHP 7, I don't think anybody wants to talk about that.
What's that?
Or listen to me talk about that.
If you want to talk about it, you can.
No, I'm not going to do that.
You've got it in front of you, it's got a microphone. No, I'm just kidding. Fine. CJ is both turned on and horrified. Probably not at your PH7 talk. PH7 talk. Anyway,
This
I'd
is
like
the
to
important
imagine
thing
so.
he ditched the show for?
Yes, lip sync
Well,
battles.
Haley Atwell's fine. No, I understand that. That's fine.
That's fine.
I'd skip it too.
At least he's not sharing any crude photos from said show. But anyway, move on. No one wants to talk about the new Tinder update. No, it's just me. Okay, fair call.
What is a Tinder?
No. What is a Tinder?
What
is
like
a Tinder?
form of exchange of currency or something?
Okay, Dale, explain Tinder to Jazz.
Okay. So a Tinder
No, I know what it is.
is an application that people may decide to use if they're interested in meeting other people. And by meeting, I mean meeting. But anyway, with air quotes for audio listeners. But no, they recently installed an update that frustrates the living hell out of me. We can talk about that if you want. I don't really.
Go for it. Why is it frustrating you?
Let's have a good Dale rant to close out the show. I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, a good Dale Tinder online dating story to round out the show, because we know the show's going downhill when we revert to that. Okay, so I launched Tinder last week, and it came up with, "Hey, we've installed an update. Have fun." And I went, okay. I pretty much went dismissed because it was telling me all about the new features that were in Tinder, and I didn't really care much because on first glance it didn't mean much. They introduced groups. So people know how the Tinder atmosphere works that Jazz do. You swipe left and swipe right and whatnot.
Yeah, I think I get the general idea.
Yeah, so you swipe right if you like someone, swipe left if you don't. Pretty much, that's the basis of it. And you both have to swipe right to like each other, yeah. Anyway, so now they've done groups. They still have the individuals, but that one raised eyebrow.
Groups.
Now,
is that how they do things in Australia? I don't know.
You can now go on group dates on Tinder.
Group dates.
So you and your friends can create a group to go out with other groups of people. No, one person cannot. No, but here's the kicker. One person cannot swipe the group. Only groups can swipe the groups. Are you confused? Good.
So like the entire group.
If there's 4 people in your group, all 4 of you have to agree.
No, but only.
I'll swipe.
But only the groups.
Or just the moderator.
No. The whole group. So.
Okay, so everybody in the group.
Say if the 3 of us were in the one group, we can, as a collective, can swipe another group. Say has CJ and 2 of his friends. I'm only using CJ as an example because he's not here. So if CJ and 2 of his friends were a group on Tinder, so me as myself, as Dale, cannot swipe the group individually. We have to do it from the group. So us 3 as a group, I can only swipe. CJ.
So what, you each put a thumb on the screen to swipe, or?
Yes.
A thumb or anything like I guess.
But I can't like individual members of that group. It has to be the whole group. So I can't like CJ individually from the group setting. You look dead. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. That's not what Tinder is. Tinder is not a group dating site. Who the hell you do that? Also, who goes on group dates anymore?
Well, I mean,
I guess it's a thing, and then they're encouraging other uses of it. I think it sounds like like people who aren't comfortable just meeting up with strangers. Maybe if we all go as a group, I'd be willing to hang out with these people, and you can meet new people, and blah blah blah. Like I see what they're doing there, but yeah, I don't. It sounds a little overcomplicated.
Exactly, and for something that should be swipe right, swipe left, period. Like
all this confounded social media. We used to just go to public places and meet people.
Okay.
I'm waiting for Jazz to get off my lawn, you whippersnapper.
Yeah.
Don't you swipe me? Don't you swipe me? Get off my lawn.
Don't swipe. I mean, really, let's go straight there. But anyway, but that's the thing. I mean, I still go to public places and I do that whole thing. I go to bars and stuff. But I just have it to talk to people. It's weird like that, I guess. But it's just plus also I live in the middle of nowhere, so there's 4 of us who can hang out. But anyway, so I don't like the group setting. That's not what group dates. Who goes on group dates? Seriously.
Like a double date, I mean.
Well, okay.
So the group, can it be all male, all female, or can it be a mix?
It can be a mix. I've had Okay, now we're getting into my Tinder preferences, which I suppose the public already knows. Like, I have my discovery settings has men on it, obviously. If that wasn't already clear to anyone already, so I have it set to that. And then the first time I used it, I went, why is there a group of girls coming up on a... Oh, wait, there's one guy in there. So it's picking up groups that only have one member of them being guys and the rest of girls. And I can't like the guy individually because, I have to swipe it as a group. And I'm not a part of a group because, antisocial, yay! So, there it is.
And you can't turn that off?
No, you cannot. It is not an opt-out. They've really just forced it on you and go, here, be social.
Not that I use social media apps like that.
I deleted a social media app that was way worse than Tinder. As he picked up his phone.
Hold on. Let me. We got to do that together, Raul.
Yeah.
That's the new rules. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, and okay, good.
Okay. Anyway,
left, right, right.
like them. That's fine. But anyway, but no, it's not an opt-out. It's literally, this is the new app. Like it or leave. I'm not leaving because there's that. But I thought I'd rant on that. That's a Dale rant for you.
Thank you. This Dale rant brought to you by geek-io.net/Amazon. Use that link. Help out the show.
Exactly.
Back to you, Dale.
Thanks, Jared. Where you can find us. You can listen to the show live. Thursdays at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 I can't talk like that for a long period of time. 7 p.m. Pacific, or Friday at 12 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time at geek-io.net/live. Our Twitch is twitch.tv/geekio show. When we are on Alpha Geek, we are at tunein.alphageekradio.com and diamondclub.tv. You can find us everywhere at Geek.io Show, Twitter, Facebook. Email is geekioshow@gmail.com. And our Geek hotline is 727-489-4335. That's 727-489-GEEK. Guest pump... delete that. We have no guests.
No, there's no guests.
We're coming up.
Anything.
Hang on. No, here's a good thing. What has anyone got anything to pimp? Let's pimp something.
No, I don't.
Pimp something.
Twitch.tv/techiegamer.
Yeah.
Hey. It's mostly going to be Hearthstone.
Yes. For your Hearthstone.
Enter the Gungeon or whatever it was.
Yes.
Yes.
Which is a great title. Next week on the Geek.io show, the Mana Pool returns. And I think we may even have everyone on at the same time.
What? That's crazy.
I know, big adventures. Tune in to find out what happens with all that red velvet.
Oh, yeah. Will we be making a cake out of that red velvet?
Sure.
I won't eat it.
Rude. And seeing that I cannot literally find the next clip. I literally can't.
You gotta do it live. You have to do live.
That
is not it.
Are you sure?
Come on, Dale.
That is. The Summer Movie SmackDown Update!
Yeah! Woo!
I cannot find it anyway. It's not in the box. Hang on, I can do this.
Sure, I'm sure you just accidentally deleted it.
No, that was the winter one. That was the winter one that I accidentally deleted. The Summer Movie SmackDown Update. Oh, wait, what? It loops? Holy crap. Alright. You can keep up with the SmackDown standings every day of the week at geek-io.net/smackdown. Smackdown. Just whisper it. Smackdown. Okay, Steve Raul Garza is off to a flying start with The Jungle Book, bringing in just a little over $202 million.
Cha-ching.
And it's a fresh movie too at 94%, bringing in
much
around nearly 8.5. I think 8.5.
I would like to thank everyone who participated.
Okay, Cocky, don't get there too soon.
It's early. It's early. The game has just begun.
Oh,
Things
it
are
really
going to
has.
happen.
The Huntsman Winter War. It's only turned 22 million, earning Rachel 1.3 million.
Yeah. I didn't
Coming up
expect
next,
much from that one.
which looks
They
like
called me a
another
fool.
And then
Go
we
on.
got Captain America Civil War, which I don't know how that will do in terms of SmackDown rules.
Yeah, she paid a lot for it. It's going to make a giant tub of money, but
What do you think? At least
at a
$200?
$44 purchase price, she's not going to make a ton.
I reckon it's a 100 debut. I think it's a 100 debut easy.
Oh yeah, I think in 2 weeks it'll probably make 450 to 5.
I'm gonna say 4.
4. I'll say 450.
450
in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm talking like Jurassic World money here. Come on.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's
Not
all
like,
right.
It's not like Star Wars that made like 580 in 2 weeks, but you know.
It won't be like that. When's your first movie, Joes?
We don't have to talk about my first movie.
Money Boy. Money Monster, that's right.
Money Monster, May 13th. My first movie. So I'm not in the game for a while, and then Dale will jump in right after me. And then Dale has a movie like every week after that.
Yep, we're doing this again. May 20th. May 27th. June 3rd, with Pop Star Never Stop Popping My Pop Pop. June 10th, June 17th, July 1st, so it's a little bit of a gap. Actually, no, I missed June 17th. Okay, never mind. Then I skip a week. Then I'm on July 1st, July 15th, August 12th, and August 19th. Assuming I have no wildcards, which I will.
He will. Don't you worry. 'Cause he's not going to settle for 9 movies. He wants a nice round 10.
I will not settle for 9 movies. I will not stand for this. But what's going on the Geek.io network?
Well, you can head over to the Geek.io network to check out some stuff. The small screen spoiler show finished Better Call Saul. And, that season finale. So good. And we talked about some other shows too. That Daredevil thing and that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I talked about Gotham and Flash, and CJ wrapped up all of season 2 of Better Call
Kimmy Schmidt.
Better Call Kimmy Schmidt. Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt.
Better Call the Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt.
And then How It Stacks. MASH. It's going to be huge. Go check it out. And the accounting droid talked about marketing and Game of Thrones. Ooh.
Really?
Ooh, I completely forgot about the Game of Thrones premiere last Sunday.
Yes. I heard it was good. I don't watch Game of Thrones.
So head on over to geek-io.net and check out all the nifty things going on. Especially that small screen spoiler show. I hear it's great.
Marketing is fantastic. You shut your dirty mouth. Also, please remember to visit Patreon. Please remember to visit our Patreon site over at patreon.com/geekio to help us out with a small monthly donation. If you get a little something out of the show, please consider helping us with a little bit of value back. It's the value for value model. See, I can throw out marketing terms too. Lots of rewards for you to go have a look at. $1 a month may actually get me some higher quality flashcards that I can hold up to the screen.
2 weeks. I can read them.
I know.
What? What's that? Oh yeah, we can also be heard on geek-io.net/Stitcher and also on iTunes over at geek-io.net/iTunes. Leave us an honest review and we will gladly read it on the show.
Yeah, buddy. I'm sorry, Raul. We got to stop springing that on you, man.
Yeah, no, I really should stick to the script so Raul knows when to actually come in.
All right, now hold on just a second there, Dale. I'm going to do this for you. Are you ready? And now it's time for the Geek.io show title candidates. There you go.
Go on.
Oh, you want me to read them all?
Oh,
I was just going to
you're
set you up another little thing there.
No, you're reading them.
Starting the broadcast. Nailed it. Haircut IO. I don't know if I can do this. Hold that bumper. 15 miles past the middle of nowhere. Wild. Where everything is legal. How not to back up. A tutorial. It's nice to see something nice. The Who song and the Grinch song. I don't know why it said Battlestar Galactica. Running into the street after Pikachu. Pikachu. That's fun to say. A family show with a mature bumper and don't swipe me. Get off my lawn. Thank you.
I think that last one.
Pikachu.
I don't know. There's some good ones in here. I don't know what to pick.
I don't know what to pick either.
Hold that bumper.
Hold that bumper! I should actually get...
Hold that bumper, I say.
You
don't say.
It's a fine bumper.
Alright, everyone. Thanks for joining us on the
Let's wrap this thing up.
Episode 150. It was fun. It was impromptu. It was fun.
Oh,
We'll
yeah,
see you all next week for a little something to put the mana pool, hopefully. We'll see you all next week. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Good night. Good night.
This has been a podcast of the Geek.io Media Network, where you put your geek in and geek out. For more geeky goodness, head over to geek-io.net. Copyright 2016.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Goodbye.